Good morning, Blue Maths Group. How are you? Raring to go, ready for a new maths session? Let's hope so. Okay, so let's look at our starter today. So today, my first question is, what's the number? So I'm going to reveal a number to you and I'd like you to shout out to me what that number is. Are you ready? Here we go. So nice, easy one to start with. What's that number? Hopefully you're shouting it's the number 15. 15. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, hopefully you're saying, Mrs. Hodges, that one is 32. The 3 is our 30, the 2 is our single number, so 32. Let's try our next one. Yes, I'm hoping you're shouting 21. Let's try number 4. 45. Have a look at our next one. 29. And then this one sometimes tricks people. What's this one? 12. Okay, how did you do? Hopefully you got all 6 of those right. Now, let's look at the rest of our starter for today. And it's sort of carrying on from yesterday. It says, can you write your numbers in ones from 30 to 70? So remember, in ones is when we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't leave any gaps. So from 30 to 70. Off you go and come back to me when you're ready and you're done. Okay, so are you done? Let's take a look and see how you did. Let's move this one up to the top. So moving on from 30. Look at our pattern. We have 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Then we start our 40 pattern, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, change to 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, change to 60. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, change to 70. How did you do? Did you get all those right? Fantastic if you did. Okay, let's move on now and have a look at what we're doing today. So today we are going to look at word problems and we're going to look at addition word problems. So these are problems where our answer is going to get bigger because we're adding numbers together. So word problems are things that we hear all the time in life. People tell us things and we have to take the information from them and figure out what to do with this information. So let's have a look at this first word problem. I'm going to read it to you and we're going to highlight what we think are the important pieces of information. Now, it says Kim has 5 dolls and Jan has 3 dolls. How many dolls do they have all together? Now, numbers are always very important in our word problems for number sentences. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight both of my numbers. There they are. So I have got Kim has 5 dolls and Jan has 3 dolls. How many dolls do they have all together? Now, that word at the end, all together, tells me a lot because it tells me that they're going to take their dolls and put them together. So if they're going to take them and put them together, that must be adding. Their number must be getting bigger, mustn't it? So let's have a look at the dolls here. So here are their dolls. So there's Kim's 5 dolls and there's Jan's 3 dolls. So to put them all together, we're going to need to take Jan's dolls and we're going to need to add them up, aren't we? So we already know that Kim has 5 dolls. I don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do I? I can just say 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, so I think my answer is going to be 8. I will just check it on the number line just to be sure. So let's have a look. I'm going to start at my number here, my bigger number 5, and I'm going to move on 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm right. My answer is 8. So I'm then going to write my number sentence at the bottom down here. So I'm going to say 5 add 3 equals 8. So I've read my number sentence. I've figured out what I need to do. I've written my number sentence and I've got my answer. So I'm done. Let's try another one and see if you can see what we need to do with this one. Okay, so again, I'll read you the number sentence. It says, Jim has 6 Pokemon cards, then Tom gives him 4 more. How many does he have now? So do you remember what's the first thing we need to do? We need to highlight our numbers, don't we? So let's highlight our numbers because we know they're important. And then let's listen to the sentence again. Where's that word that tells us it's an add number sentence? Jim has 6 Pokemon cards, then Tom gives him 4 more. Ah, so Tom gives him 4 more. So those words give and more help us know that it's an add-in number sentence. Okay, so let's have a look at these Pokemon cards just to be sure. So there are Jim's 6 Pokemon cards. There's the 4 more that Tom's going to give him. So again, I can count on 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm not even going to use my number line this time to figure that out because I think we know that's right, don't we? But you can use a number line when you're doing these if you need to. Okay, so let's write my number sentence. So I have 6 add 4 equals 10. How are you doing? Are these making sense to you? Hopefully they are. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, so let me get my highlighter ready because I think I'm going to highlight these as I go. So it says Liz has 2 pennies in her piggy bank. Her mum adds another 7 pennies. How much money does she have now? So I found my numbers. What was the special word in there that tells me it's add? Did you spot it? Her mum adds another 7. So she gives her more. She adds more. Okay, so let's have a look at her pennies. So here are Liz's pennies, and here's the 7 that her mum adds. Now this time, I'm not going to start with the 2 and add the 7 on because I know with addition, I can use either number. So obviously I'm going to start with the big number. It's much easier. So I'm going to say I've got 7 here, 8, 9. So I know that my number sentence is going to be 2 add 7 equals 9. Okay, one more to go. So this one's a little bit different. Listen to this one because it's a bit tricky. Jess is baking a cake. She has 4 eggs, but on checking her ingredients list, she discovers that she will need double that amount. How many eggs does she need? Ooh, okay. Now, the first thing I spot about this one is I've only got one number. It tells me she has 4 eggs, but it doesn't tell me anything else about another number. How am I going to figure that out? Listen again and see if you hear the word that tells you what we need to do. She has 4 eggs, but on checking her ingredients list, she realises that she will need double that amount. How many eggs does she need? The special word is double. Double that amount. What does double mean? We've done that before. Can you tell me what double means? Hopefully you're shouting at the screen saying, Mrs. Hodges, double means 2 lots of 4 because it means 4 and 4 again. We're going to double that number. Let's have a look and see if we're right. Yes, of course we are. So if she's got 4 eggs and she needs 4 more, that's how we double. She needs the same amount again. So let's count on from 4. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our number sentence will be 4 add 4 equals 8. Okay, how did you do? Now, we have got some word problems today, which I'm going to read to you. So I'm going to read you each word problem, then you switch me off, work out the answer. When you're happy, switch me back on and I'll read the next one. I'm not going to tell you the answers to all of these. This is your task for today, okay? But I will read the word problems for you so that you have no problem with reading the words that are on the screen. And then you just pause me, do the maths, and then move on to the next one. Remember, these are all addition, but see if you can spot the words in these addition number sentences that tell us that they're addition, okay? Let's move on. Right, so I'm going to vanish from the screen now, okay? Because if I don't, you won't be able to read all the questions. So there we go. Hopefully I've vanished from the screen. So I'm going to read you the first question, then pause me, write your number sentence, find your answer, then come back to me and I'll read you the second question. Okay, so the first question says, so number 1 says, Amid has 4 sweets and Isha has 8 more. How many sweets do they have altogether? Now for this first one, I'm just going to remind you what we do. We colour in the numbers so that we know, we spot the numbers, don't we? There they are. And then we look for the key words. Amid has 4 sweets and Isha has 8 more. How many sweets do they have all together? So we know that's an add-in sentence. Okay, take your time, pause me, come back to me when you're ready for question number 2. Okay, question number 2. So question number 2 says, Finn has 10 marbles. His friend John gives him 7 more. How many marbles does he have now? Have a go, pause me, come back when you're ready for question 3. Okay, question 3. Hal has a collection of 12 comics. At the weekend, his dad adds another 6 to his collection. How many does he have now? Again, pause me, come back to me when you're ready. Okay, so question number 4. Nikki brings 9 cakes to the picnic. Janet brings 6 more. How many cakes do they have now? Pause me, come back to me when you're ready. And question number 5. Bill is building a Lego model. He has 8 bricks. He soon realises that he will need double that amount to finish. How many bricks will he need altogether? Remember that word double. Okay, pause me, come back to me when you're done. And question number 6. Sam is bird watching this weekend. He saw 7 birds yesterday and 5 birds today. How many has he seen all together? Again, look at your numbers, pause me until you're done, and then come back for the next question. Okay, question number 7. Connor adds 11 buttons to a bag filled with 8. How many buttons are in the bag now? And the final question, question 8. Mia is collecting stamps. Her nan gives her 10. Dad gives her 3. And Uncle Pete gives her 7. How many does she have all together? That's quite a tricky one there. You have to read that one really carefully. Okay, so that's your challenge question. Feel free to go back to Annie and play me again if you're not sure. Okay, but have a go. Remember, these are all addition, but I'd like you to try and spot the words that tell you that they're addition number sentences. Right, I hope you do well. And I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.